Where can you find a dive watch with all these features for under $300? Well, I'm sorry, but you missed out. Or did you? You could still buy this watch, as I think there's about 25 units left, or you can buy them pre-owned. So what watch am I talking about? It's the J&G Exciton II, which I feel like didn't get enough attention when they launched their Kickstarter last year. Now that it's been delivered and people see the finished product, some people have told me they regret not getting in on it. If you're not familiar with J&G watches, the J in J&G is James, who's an engineer based in Canada, and he's like a legit published scientist. The G in J&G is Gary, who's based in the UK, and he runs the I Like Watches channel. James does the product development side of the work, while Gary does the marketing side of the work. The marketing has mostly been through Gary's YouTube channel, James's Instagram account, and through guest appearances in some podcasts. In a way, I can sort of understand the reluctance of people who are not fans of the I Like Watches channel in supporting the Kickstarter campaign, since a big factor of why someone would back a project is the reputation of the project owner. I've been a long-time viewer of the I Like Watches channel, so I backed the watch. Overall, they met the minimum target of the campaign just in time for the deadline, so the fundraising was a success. Fast forward to 9 months later, the watches have arrived. It came in this plastic case, and it came with these tools. And the watch itself? Oh boy, you are getting so much for the price. So first, let's go over the dimensions. It has a case diameter of 38mm, lug-to-lug of 44mm, case thickness of 11mm, and a lug width of 20mm. This custom 5-link engineer-style screw-link bracelet starts from 20mm width and tapers to 16mm. This watch looks really nice on my 6¼ inch wrist. I don't understand the magic behind it, but James designed it to look good on wrists smaller than mine and wrists as large as 8 inches. Up next, I want to highlight the combination of features which make it a bargain at $300. Number 1, looking at the angular brushed stainless steel case, the BGW9 filled applied hour markers, the case back with the conversion units, the bespoke engineer style bracelet. These are not off-the-shelf components that they just slapped on together. To achieve the proper balance and proportion of the design, each component has to be exactly how it needs to be. To me, this watch looks just right. It's a nice, tooly original design that's not going to stick out in a bad way. Number 2, it has a flat sapphire crystal with AR coating. Yes, you can get those on other homage watches, but what if you're like me and you don't want an homage dive watch? The other choices in this price range are the Seiko SKX or the Orient dive watches, and they only use hardlex or mineral crystal, which is not as scratch resistant as sapphire. To be fair, there are other dive watches in the same price range with original designs that also use sapphire crystal, but moving on to the next feature, number 3, it's powered by the Miyota 9015, which hacks and hand winds and beats at 28,800 beats per hour. This results in a smoother sweep compared to the other budget watches using the Miyota 8000 series movement or the Seiko NH35, which only has 21,600 beats per hour. Also, with the thinness of the Miyota 9015, they're able to keep the watch thin at 11mm compared to other budget dive watches, which are about 13mm. Typically, watches using the Miyota 9000 series movements are priced much higher at about $500 or more. Here are some examples. Number 4, the 120-click unidirectional coin-edged bezel uses a brushed ceramic bezel insert. Budget watches typically use aluminum bezel inserts, which is less scratch resistant. Ceramic bezel inserts are said to be tougher and won't fade away as quickly. But they are generally more expensive, so that's a downside in the future should you need a replacement. Number 5, the bracelet on the Exciton II is one of the main highlights of this watch. It's a screw-link bracelet, whereas typical budget watches come with split pin bracelets. The individual links are flat on the outside, which helps it catch the light in a way that makes it look like it's glimmering. The inner part, on the other hand, is curved to help with comfort. I'm sure the watch will look good on other straps, but with a bracelet like this, I don't even want to bother taking it off. When it comes to water resistance, it has a rating of 200 meters water resistance, and it has a screw-down crown, which is pretty typical and expected even for budget dive watches. I probably won't be going diving for real, but it's nice to know that I can use it for diving should the need arise. When it comes to lume, the BGW9 lume here is sufficiently bright, but it's not as strong compared to the Spinnaker watch. Maybe it's just that teal is not as strong as lime green, but comparing the two, Spinnaker's green lume really is much brighter. However, for the Exciton lume, I do like that it's evenly done throughout. Now, I don't mean to sound like I'm selling this watch. I mean, it is what it is. However, it's not a perfect watch. There are some minor flaws due to the limitations, and admittedly, some of these are a little nitpicky. Number 1, the ghost date position is going to be a problem for some people. They weren't able to get no date movements for the ones with no dates on the dial for cost reasons, I think. While they do have dials with the date, I went for the no date one for the symmetry of the 3, 6, 9, 12. Number 2, this is a little nitpicky, but there is a wider gap between the end link and the bracelet, which breaks the flow of the watch to the bracelet. Number 3, this one is also nitpicky, and it might just be me. While it's got great bezel action and the sound of the turns are satisfyingly crisp, the coin edge hurts my fingers when I turn the bezel. I feel like if I use it often enough, my fingertips are going to develop calluses. Number 4, there are no minute markers on the dial. This was raised by someone in the Watch Crunch forum as it bothered them, but it doesn't really bother me. But I thought I should include that in this review. So what do you think? I feel like I hit the jackpot with this. They were able to combine the affordability of AliExpress watches with a very good design. So if you're interested in buying the Exciton II for yourself, get in touch with Gary at I Like Watches. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye for now!